College football Saturday continues with a great showdown here on EA Sports. It's the UTEP Miners and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Notre Dame coming off a 10-win season, but there was a sour taste in their mouth after they were left out of the college football playoff. Marcus Freeman has so many great recruits loaded with talent. He knows this team is going to have a huge chip on their shoulder as they try to get back into the college football playoff this season. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds.
How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They're in the gun, 3rd down. Here's Carr. Working that left side. Oh, a lot of space. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Such a nice job by the wide receiver there on the corner route. He did a nice job off of the stem, not telegraphing where he was going. The defender had no idea. And when he broke to the corner, he created a little bit of separation. There was an accurate throw. He made the catch and then took it into the end zone.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close it in style with a 72-yard pass to the house.
A drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
They'll run the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Inside the 40. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And how about the defense just straight flipping the script? They got a goal-to-go situation, just trying not to give up a touchdown. You want to give up a field goal. Not only do they make a big play, they scoop up the fumble, they take it all the way to the house, and they get a touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Line before he stopped on the return. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Pulls it on the option. Breaks into the open. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Irish!
Yeah, dude, if I'm a DC, I'm throwing my temper. I'm throwing my hands up in the air. What do you want me to do? I mean, this is unbelievable, having a guy this dynamic at the quarterback spot that can take it 50-plus and make it look that easy. You stop it.
Welcome to Winston-Salem, North Carolina, and Wake Forest Stadium. High noon is here, and this showdown is ready to roll on EA Sports College Football. It's the North Texas Mean Green and the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Guys, this kind of matchup is always a challenge. Coach told me bringing a team in here on the road can be hard. He understands that they are a smaller school, a group of 6 team coming in here today against a big ACC opponent. But he said, I want our guys to believe that they belong here. Play with the chip on their shoulder and show everybody in this stadium they're they're just as good as the ACC guys. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. He'll do it himself. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, North Texas.
It's what makes this offense so hard to stop. When you've got an athletic quarterback, you got to worry about him in the running game, and there on the option, he makes the right decision, keeping it, and he caps off the opening drive of the game with a TD.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it.
A nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Huge play in the red zone, 3rd and goal coming up. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Wake! He got it back corner of the end zone.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
Extra point here will tie the game. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here's Gio Lopez to throw. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Demon Deacons. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart.
Able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
They'll move the wide receiver. The run inside. It's Wiggins. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Demon Deeks. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And you gotta love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the 2nd half. You drive it down the field and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So it's an 80-yard drive. And what a way to finish it off with a 21-yard touchdown run.
On 4th down.
And they're going to settle for a field goal attempt here instead of going for it. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. It's good. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
A bit lower in the shoulder, getting the 1st down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Jackson gonna throw it. Might be looking to run. Touchdown, Mean Green. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step 1 accomplished. But this offense obviously still has work to do, but the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
First part of the equation complete with the touchdown. Now the two-point try if you want to make the deficit just a field goal. They want to throw it. Under fire! And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
We're going to have tons of success throwing it. You got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And how about the defense coming up with a big play late in this football game? Offense trying to put something together. But, man, they anticipated pass. They played with great vision in the back end, broke on the football, Palmer, and they called game.
Yeah, they had the lead. They knew the offense was probably going to have to be throwing the football to try to get back in this thing, and everybody's eyes on the QB. What a great job jumping in front of the pass. Forget knocking it down. Catch the ball, pick it off, end the game.
And the quarterback takes a knee. Stadium in Auburn, Alabama. The crowd has this place jumping already. It's the Old Dominion Monarchs and the Auburn Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rose, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Guys, this is a big deal for Auburn. New head coach Alex Golesh, he told me that he is so excited. They've got some crucial pieces in the transfer portal, and he believes this Auburn job is a diamond. He is ready to make it shine bright here this season. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes.
It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
The option look. He'll toss it. Touchdown, Old Dominion! Great job by the back on the option.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They marched 79 yards on the drive and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run.
Now they're in the red zone, and all of a sudden they got a chance to score a touchdown here and make this thing interesting.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Auburn! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The extra point here would tie the game. Well, you could draw a line in the middle and he would have hit that thing. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
All snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Touchdown, Auburn! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Being looked at by medical personnel, Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. He'll do it himself. Might have a chance. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this offense runs the option. They didn't need the option. The quarterback does a great job understanding that what the defense is trying to do. He's got space. He takes it. Why pitch it when I don't have to? Makes the big, long, explosive touchdown play for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and it was capped with an explosive 22-yard run. Sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. They keep it on the ground to open the 3rd. There he goes! Past the 50, the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Monarchs! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that.
Quarterback to the ground.
Now on 2nd and goal. Power ahead. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's the way you punctuate the long drive. Nice job being physical, getting that ground game going, and Jesse finishing with the ground game.
Yeah, really, I think that drive is really a microcosm of what they've been doing all game, right? Imposing their will by running the football. The defense knew it was coming, and they still couldn't stop it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. So an 82-yard drive there, and they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone.
Maybe that will give them a little adrenaline shot. Maybe that can give them some momentum moving forward. They got to have something. They need a spark to get back in this football.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, Tigers! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
This is just complimentary football, and we're seeing it now. Offense scoring points and the defense doing their job. Great job flying to the ball, forcing that football loose, picking it up, convoy to go score, David. Everything going their way.
Everything going their way, making plays, and this offense.
Stadium in all of sports than the Rose Bowl. One of the best environments in all of sports. It's the Western Michigan Broncos and the UCLA Bruins. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rose, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Guys, it has been a few up and down years, a lot of drama for UCLA. After Chip Kelly left, there hasn't been much stability, but let's see if Bob Chesney is the guy to get UCLA back on track and make some noise in the Big Ten. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds.
These third downs.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Yeah, so think about who your best playmakers are and who needs to get a look on this critical third down. Whether you're running it or you're throwing it, the best players touch the ball.
Touchdown Broncos! Fit it in the window for the score.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. They put together an 81-yard drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Bruins! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They marched 78 yards down the field, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
In those situations against this defense, because they like to play dime personnel, and with those faster guys, they're going to blitz and they're going to match speed with speed. It's a nice way to combat the mobile ability this quarterback has. Now setting up 4th down.
And listen, they come up with on this 2nd down play. Back to pass, it's Iamaleava. Touchdown, UCLA! Notre on the end zone, he's got it!
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. And this one is perfect. That'll cut the lead down to 4, 17-13.
They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
They'll keep it on the ground. Touchdown, Broncos! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
That is complimentary football at its finest. The defense gets the turnover. The offense punctuates it, uses it to their advantage, takes the lead late in the football game. Now that defense that just gave you a good stop, they need another one for you.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So they take advantage of good field position and move it 46 yards. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run.
plays and now set up for 1st and goal.
And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the 4th quarter, that ramps up the pressure. Trying to run, it's Knight. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. The Bruins fight back with a score of their own.
Man, this is wild. Late in the game, we're seeing 2 heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point.
Yeah, and David, it's just a situation right now defensively. I think you just got to take more chances, right? You may have to blitz, you may have to sell out, you might risk giving up a big play, but it's just so critical at this juncture of the game.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Bruins!
And you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point 4th quarter lead. Quick work on that.
More difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Here's the pressure. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook, the old kneel down from victory formation. Welcome to the big house, Michigan Stadium. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. It's the Nevada Wolfpack and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sidelines. Holly?
Michigan went through one of the most dramatic off seasons we've ever seen in college football, but they have steadied the ship, hiring longtime head coach Kyle Whittingham, who is highly respected and highly thought of in this industry. Whittingham has brought some stability to that program. We'll see if he's able to get the same results on the field with a talented roster. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Send out the field goal unit. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
More space.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Michigan! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out.
Offensive line to be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. This is now a 7-point game.
And make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it slips just inside that right upright. We've reached the break. It's Nevada holding the lead. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. There he goes! Touchdown, Wolverines! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Down to the play, and that is a guy they can ill afford to lose. We'll have Holly check on his condition shortly. And it's good! And they draw to within 3 here in the 4th quarter. And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. Play action with Underwood. He's going to throw deep right side. Makes a grab on the shot. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
This is an offense that wants to take shots in the pass game. That time they went play action, and they were throwing the go route. That's one-on-one. Who's faster? The receiver gets in behind the defender. He is able to make the catch and take it in for the score.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. That drive, a great example of just how potent this offense can be. 2 plays, 80 yards, give them the touchdown.
Right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
And he got it! And that lead grows even bigger.
Struggle protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy in front.
now it's a one-possession game.
After hitting that field goal down a possession here late, one timeout in your back pocket, I'm thinking we're still going to see onside kick here. So nice job by the kicker. They're knocking it through the uprights. Now the big question, can he execute the onside kick?
They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4. The Wolfpack uses its final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Pressure's there, and he lets it go.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play.
And 3rd down for a defensive lineman, trust me, I'm one of them, is money down. Go get me that quarterback. Make the stop. Get him to 4th down. The defensive line, the defense was ready to rock and roll. Nice job.
Fires downfield. The ball hits the ground, and this thing is over. An absolutely heartbreaking loss. The crowd has this place jumping already. It's the Fresno State Bulldogs and the Arkansas Razorbacks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sideline, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Guys, Arkansas moved on from the well-liked and highly thought-of Sam Pittman, but they have brought in a new young coach that people are really getting behind. Ryan Silverfield has a great resume, and fans are excited. Most importantly, though, Arkansas has gotten behind him in the NIL space. They have brought in a better roster and a lot of talent. Can't wait to see if Arkansas is able to turn this around. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup.
He's already been, now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to slam in. And he's in. Touchdown, Arkansas. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. It's going all in to stop the run. Got it back on 2nd and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. It's a 3rd and long. Jackson will throw. Going long. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Razorbacks. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46.
But the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the 4th down.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. Dead center perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
Getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the offense continues to run the football. A 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
That test your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? It's the FIU Panthers and the Utah Utes. Reese Davis, David Powell, and Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Kyle Whittingham went out with a bang at the University of Utah. An 11-2 season, the Utes were a terrific team, just falling short of the college football playoff. But now, under the leadership of true Ute, Morgan Scalley, we'll see if Utah can run it back this season and get into the playoff championship picture. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup.
Doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Wide receiver going in motion. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Utes!
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. The Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air, using the quick game. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Panthers!
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Extra point here will tie the game. and they add the extra point to finish the drive. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score.
Offense, and this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And with that field goal, they now have the
first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat on second down?
Looking downfield on first down. Touchdown, Utah! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
Really good execution by this offense late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up, it's what you dream about, but now my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth.
Those shots deep. When I get without timeouts and those start to dwindle, I get very predictable, so great job getting out of bounds.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's down, and this game will end on a turnover. Nestled in the Rocky Mountains, Folsom Field in Boulder. Conference bragging rights, just part of the stakes as these two get set to square off. It's the Georgia Southern Eagles and the Colorado Buffaloes. Reese Davis, David Powell again, Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Nestled into the gorgeous mountains in Boulder, Colorado, Folsom Field is a spectacular viewing venue for college football. The new coach has it rocking and rolling. Folsom Field continues to build on their tradition of the Buffaloes football team. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly.
Now in this situation.
See if they can get it done on second and goal. This quarterback part of their running game. And he's in, pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia Southern.
They did a really good job of setting the tone and stringing that drive together. It was a long drive. They needed to convert some specific spots. They did it, and here's how they ended it, with physicality. Punching him in the mouth, opening this game with a statement, and they got the early lead.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone.
Completely flipped the script, almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Doing it himself again. Touchdown, Buffs! Great job by the back on the option.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Pushes for the goal line. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Colorado!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard punt.
Tell they smelt the option coming. Did a great job. Aggressive. Downhill. Went and got it. Got the tackle for a loss. Forcing the 4th down.
He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful
physical. The line of scrimmage is critically important when the field starts to shrink. Let's see who can bow up and make a play here.
Complete. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And they take it in for 6 more points. You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And he got it! And they're back within a score here in the 4th. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's good! And they'll push that lead out a little further. Safe and send out the field goal unit. And he's made one already, and this one ought to be caked from 21 yards out. Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little. Hold on just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. Versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. It's the Buffalo Bulls and the Miami Hurricanes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Thanks, Reese. Checking in with the Buffalo head coach. He is very concerned about this crowd. It is a tough place to play, and with this home crowd, he knows that this is going to be one of their biggest challenges so far of this season. Can they get an upset on the road with this crowd noise, with this environment? He says his team has to stay locked in and focused to make it happen on the road today. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. just a minute. They have decided to take the points here. Thought they might go for it on 4th and short. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And the first 4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets rid of it. Touchdown, Buffalo! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 7-3. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. This has given up ground, but stood tall at the end. Forced a field goal last time. They'll try to do it again. They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it's a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
Sideline saying, give me the ball. I want to go get this. I'm going to make a play for my team. And he comes through big time.
Mensah finds his man. It's Fletcher. After the filthy move, he's got room. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Canes!
And find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And that was some way to cap it off with a 42-yard touchdown jaunt. After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. Running the red zone, it's Shelton. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buffalo! That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they're executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game.
And now he's got a sack.
All the plays, all the plans, all the schemes, and it will be decided on this kick. And he got it! Tie ball game here in the 4th. Dealing with a 2nd and long. Mensah finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And they score first here in overtime.
Forget about those tight ends, right? They come up and they block most of the time, and a lot of time near the line of scrimmage, and then occasionally offenses do a great job, get creative, find a way to get a good matchup for the tight end, and he does the rest and gets in for 6.
Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
Have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
On the direct snap, it's Shelton. Got enough space. Touchdown Bulls. They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with a point after.
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. But now it's decision time. You want to play it safe, kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
And I think this is all about how you feel about your defense and how you feel about this game extending. Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Am I more fatigued? Like, all this has to come into account because you got a chance right now with one play to win this football game.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem.
And how about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, and number 3 is coming soon.
They got the touchdown. Now in the second overtime, you have to go for 2. On the option. They can't convert, and the lead remains at 6, and now they'll have to go on defense. Now, the offense is still out there. They're taking a gamble here. They could come up empty by passing on the field goal here on 4th down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami! That ties it up here at double OT, and now they can win it.
I think the quarterback showed his head coach a lot on that last touchdown pass, the poise and the confidence. And because of that, David, on this upcoming 2-point play, you might just put it back in his hands and let him go win it.
Yeah, man, I need it again, right? Like, these rules, I gotta go for 2. This is a clutch moment. Obviously, gotta come up big. Do you trust him again? You worked on these 2-point plays all year long, all week long. That's what you do. You know the rules. Now you gotta go execute.
Marches ahead. They don't get it. A great stop by the defense, and we will play a 3rd overtime. So here we go, dueling 2-point conversions from this point forward. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Tremendous execution to get the 2, and now they turn up the heat. This will be the ball game. Make it and play on, miss it and lose. On the option. They can't convert. A great stop by the defense and a game-winning one here in overtime. Stadium in Madison. And the crowd is making this house absolutely electric. It's the Iowa State Cyclones and the Wisconsin Badgers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rule.
When you get to Madison, Wisconsin, you know you're someplace special when you walk into Camp Randall Stadium. This is one of the largest and oldest stadiums in the country, opening in 1917. The students make it special. Every time there's a cool moment in the 3rd and 4th quarter, Camp Randall continues to prove one of the best home field advantages in the Big Ten. Reese?
Appreciate that, Holly. Got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. Joseph. Under fire. He's got it on the move. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Badgers! You want to keep your offense on the field? Wear down the defense? Put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been pumped the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone.
Getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
The Cyclones will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Zings it complete to the right. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State!
Find my matchups out wide. I love a matchup with my wide receiver. I like my guy better than yours. Quarterback finds the matchup. The wide receiver catches the football, takes it into the end zone for 6.
Lining up for the PAT. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7.
React to shorter. I got to go get him on the ground now. Nice job making the tackle, but playing the down and distance first, and now forcing a 4th down.
And it's good! And now the lead is even bigger.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
Clock running, this should be the final play. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. Glad to have you along with us from Scott Stadium in Charlottesville, Virginia. EA Sports College Football with a showcase high-profile interconference showdown. It's the Connecticut Huskies and the Virginia Cavaliers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
After a few challenging years, Virginia is back on top. A tradition there for the Cavaliers. They went 11-3 in 2025. Tony Elliott continues to build a winner, getting to the ACC championship game last season. They believe they can keep continuity on competition rolling for the Cavs. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They marched 56 yards to the end zone, and it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown.
Defense is going to have to bring in big bodies and really sell out somehow. Try to get some penetration. Try to make a big...
Touchdown, Cavaliers! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
Only giving up 3 points.
And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And with that, they've taken the lead.
Got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on third down.
A first down run in the red zone. Touchdown, Virginia! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. The Cavaliers have it with a first and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run it on first and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, Cavaliers! He has spent a lot of time in that end zone today. An absolute assault on the scoreboard.
No doubt about it. And guess what? I get to make a lot of highlights. I can copy and paste all of these touchdowns, show everybody the game I had. And the defense, well, you're just going to have to shake your head because you've been getting dominated.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. So that drive covered just 44 yards. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Come to the line and try to draw a little bit closer on third and goal. Sends it back in motion. They want to dance their way in on third and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UConn.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run to try to maximize time and get the football back. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good. Easy call for the ref.
Now is working.
UConn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Under fire. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The run inside. It's Lewis. Oh, he's got some space. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. Welcome to Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. EA Sports College Football with an early season non-conference showdown that might carry a little more weight than just conference bragging rights. It's the Tulsa Golden Hurricane and the Arizona State Sun Devils. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Arizona State off a rebuilding year, trying to get back to dominance with Kenny Dillingham. He is shown to be one of the most offensively talented minds in the sport, and he has the Sun Devils rising in Tempe. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Right out the kicker. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power. A 46-yarder from the left. Good, right down the boulevard. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane! Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Tight end now in motion. They'll run with Brown. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Great job by the back on the option. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy time and time again trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. demoralizing.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. The lead now 6 here in the...
Get you a touchdown.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
How about that drive they just put together to tie this football game up? That is exactly what we talked about in the half. Like, coaches circled them up. First drive, set the tone, tie this ball game up. That is great execution out of halftime.
Yeah, David, it looked like they really had a good plan, too. Obviously made some adjustments there at halftime, things that they would come out and try to attack this defense with, and it looks like they found something here, and that is a perfect way to start the second half. Now an opportunity here to take the lead.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he got it! They've stretched out the lead, and now they can't catch.
Hard to get these guys on the ground because they're elusive. Really good job wrapping them up and getting to the ground.
Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. Stadium, Baton Rouge. One of the best environments in all of sports. It's the UAB Blazers and the LSU Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rose, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Guys, LSU was able to bring in one of the most highly sought-after coaching candidates last season. Lane Kiffin now has an opportunity to marry his system with some of the best talent available. LSU always has great players. Can they put it all together, get back in the college football playoff picture, and contend for a national title? Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup.
Going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. That's caught. It's Harris. Runs through a man. He might have some space. Touchdown, Tiger. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Talk about a great way to start the game and setting the tone right out of the gate.
You ain't lying. Sometimes it takes a couple drives to get the juices going and get in a rhythm. No, sir. They came on the field locked, loaded, ready to roll. No slow start here.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a touchdown pass from 59 yards out. And 3rd down conversion is tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Snags it over the middle. At the 35, he's open. Lots of room to run. Touchdown, Tigers. A great catch and run for 6.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it in style with a 57-yard toss for 6. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Finds a tight end. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half of the home team.
The crowd has packed this place out, and you can feel the energy reverberating. It's the Purdue Boilermakers and the NC State Wolfpack. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
So much good football in the Triangle, but one of the best stadiums in that area is Carter Finley Stadium. NC State gets it rocking. The red and black, 50,000 plus. This is one of the most fun places to watch a game in North Carolina. Back to you.
Okay, Holly.
Bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Pushes toward the goal line. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Boilermakers! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
Take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And this one splits the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
Like this together now. Let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
In the red area, it's Gibson. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Purdue! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. So it's an 80-yard drive, and what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run.
Up for that big-time play. Now they're in the red zone, and all of a sudden they got a chance to score a touchdown here and make this thing interesting.
Let's it fly. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. They marched 78 yards down the field, and they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score.
Situations, right? It's to step up and be physical in moments like this.
Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Wolfpack! They move on top here in the 4th.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
He'll try to tack on one more. And he knocks it through, and the lead is a field goal here in the 4th quarter. They took it 71 yards down the field, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he got it! Big 3 points to stretch the lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Great to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? It's the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers and the SMU Mustangs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
The Pony Express put SMU football on the map, and Gerald J. Ford Stadium continues to shine. Opened in 2000, its capacity of 32,000 has grown over the years. The SMU Mustangs are high on the success of last season and hope to pack the Pony again this season. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. On 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. And this one is perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect.
Football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease. Aware, anticipating it may come, nothing there. They forced a negative play, now setting up 4th down.
It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. Touchdown, WKU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run.
I think that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
He wants to throw it again. Looking deep down the right side. He's got it inside the 25. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU!
And that is exactly what this offense needs, man. They need that clock to stop. They need to make big plays and score. Their defense needs to join the party, get some stops, and the passing game continue to be hot, and they might get back in this football game.
Lining up to add another. Bangs it through for an extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cover the final 54 yards with the explosive play in the passing game for 6. Offense is still out there. They're taking a gamble here. They could come up empty by passing on the field goal here on 4th down. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Mustangs! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, they came into this one as the favorite, obviously, and they looked like they were sleepwalking in that first half. Whatever adjustments they made in the second half, I think one thing's pretty simple. David, they remembered who they were. Offensively now, they've come out. They've been electrifying. They've been lighting up the scoreboard. Defensively, getting the football back. This was the team we thought we were going to see at the very start of the game.
Man, it's so hard week to week, man. So many challenges, injuries, all the things that comes with it, and getting guys motivated, right? Like sometimes they just don't have that energy. Good to see them come out after the half with the energy, with the urgency. This is the squad we thought we were going to see.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He wants it all. Touchdown, Mustangs! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the 4th quarter for the touchdown.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. They want to throw it. Incomplete on the 2-point try. They tried to push this lead out to a field goal, but they'll have to settle for holding a 1-point lead.
Let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Pocket breaking down. Breaks loose. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that 1st down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Good right down the boulevard. That was a spontaneous combustion of a celebration on the sidelines, and wait to see what happens if they can hold on for a few more seconds. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 23. This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. The ball hits the ground, and this thing is over. An absolutely heartbreaking loss. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David, every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal and helps high school recruiting. So big ranked win today. And hey, who knows? Maybe this gets them in the rankings in the near future.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports. A live look at Acrisure Bounce House in the heart of beautiful Orlando, Florida. We are gearing up for a showdown between these two teams representing their conferences and hoping to build some bragging rights. It's the Utah State Aggies and the UCF Knights. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
UCF has a unique stadium, the Acrisure Bounce House. Florida tries to get this going loud and proud in Orlando. It opened in 2007. Nearly 50,000 fans pack it in to make sure that is loud and crazy for the Golden Knights. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. Under the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Touchdown, UCF! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculated down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on 3rd down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup. Accurate throw, and they get paid.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass.
These two have been spending a lot of time this offseason throwing to one another.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll run with Watson. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Knights!
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run.
And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
And this one is perfect, and that lead grows even bigger.
Through an incompletion, now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
He tries to take the top off. Makes a grab down the middle. Here he goes. Touchdown, Aggies. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they close to within 10, down 17-7.
We're trying to bleed the clock, and after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds.
Touchdown, UCF! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this guy's dynamic, and he can hurt you in a variety of ways in the option game. And he had a chance that time to pitch it out wide if he wanted to, but he kept it himself. He shows you the wheels, takes it in for the score.
Lining up for the PAT. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth.
He's got to throw it away.
The Knights will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback.